Welcome to Movie News. Let's go over what's been going on in film for the past week now. So obviously I have to start with this because this is the most exciting thing I think I've ever seen on the internet. But it is Tom Hanks playing Mr. Rogers in the new movie that is currently titled You Are My Friend. Honestly, I think I might just leave this image up for the entire video because it's a really good image. If there are like two people in this world that I would want to see in a movie, it is probably Tom Hanks and Mr. Rogers. That is arguably probably one of the best combos just ever. Okay, I'm gonna leave the image up for 5 more seconds, then move on. In other images, we have the first image of Taron Egerton playing Sir Elton John in the new movie Rocket Man, and that is set to premiere in 2019. We also have the first image of Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth in their roles in the new Men in Black spinoff. Finally, we have the first image of the new Chucky that's going to be in a Child's Play reboot. This movie is going to reboot the Child's Play franchise, which I believe is at like 7 movies now. And it was also actually just announced this week that Brian Tyree Henry and Aubrey Plaza are also going to star in this movie. Some other casting listings that have been announced this week. Bruce Dern was announced to replace Burt Reynolds in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I've talked about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in a previous movie news, and Burt Reynolds unfortunately died before he was able to film his role in this movie, so Bruce Dern is apparently the man for this job. Manny Jacinto, who you're probably most familiar with from The Good Place, has landed a role in Top Gun Maverick. Now, we've talked previously about Top Gun and the all-star cast list this movie has, so it's just amazing they're able to add another well-known actor to this list. So this is what I'm excited about. But Margot Robbie is going to reprise her role as Harley Quinn in a new DC movie, Birds of Prey. Harley Quinn was arguably probably the best part of Suicide Squad, and so I'm really excited to see her do this role once again in a new movie. It was also announced this week that it will star Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Huntress and Journey Smollett Bell as Black Canary. So let's just hope DC finally makes a decent live-action movie besides Wonder Woman. Since we're talking about superheroes, Disney CEO Bob Iger has confirmed that Kevin Feige is going to oversee all of Fox's Marvel properties. Now, Kevin Feige is the current president of Marvel Studios, who makes all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So this means that the X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Deadpool could all appear in the MCU. So here is what I would love to see. Reboot the X-Men, reboot Fantastic Four for a 3rd time, I guess. Keep Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool, but have him be the only character aware of this merge between Fox and Disney and be aware that he's being rebooted. Who knows, it could be a decent idea, but it probably is going to be a while until we see those movies actually be portrayed in the MCU. But speaking of MCU, Sean Gunn, who is the brother of James Gunn, confirmed on Twitter that Disney is still planning on using the script that James Gunn wrote for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now, this movie is still on hiatus, so there's no telling when they're even going to start production, but we are pretty confident now that when they do, if they do, they're going to use James Gunn's script, which is a step in the right direction that they messed up. So we've talked previously about the new James Bond movie and how they've struggled to find a director for this movie, but it was announced that Cary Fukunaga is going to direct the new James Bond movie. Although he's been known in the past to drop out of directing some major movie franchises, so a lot of people don't know if he'll follow through with it, but for now he is listed as the director. There's no tell yet to when this movie is going to start production, but it is confirmed still that this is Daniel Craig's last time playing James Bond. We have a couple release dates that were announced this week. Happy Death Day 2 U, the sequel to Happy Death Day, is going to be released on Valentine's Day in 2019. It was also announced that Kingsman 3 is going to be released on November 8th, 2019. So let's end here looking at some box office numbers. Once again, I was correct in predicting the #1 movie, which was The House with a Clock in Its Wall. It took the #1 spot. This week, we don't have a lot of movies to look forward to, again, unfortunately. The wide releases include Hellfest, which is a horror slasher film. You have an animated movie titled Smallfoot. And then there's Night School, the comedy starring Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish. My prediction is that Night School is going to take the #1 spot, but not by much from Smallfoot. I'm saying Night School, I'm sticking to it, and I'm hoping I can keep my streak of being right. That's all I got for movie news. If you'd like more content like this, don't forget to subscribe, comment below, leave me a like, and I will see you next time.